Guys, you all right?
Hello.
Hi.
I really, really loved the film. It was great.
Thank you.
Went and watched it last night and just went to bed with a massive smile on my face.
Oh, that's what it does to you.
Yeah. Aml, I'm going to start with you. I mean, it felt so real, I thought, the film, and yet so cinematic. It had the kind of familiar tropes of the romantic comedy kind of Christmas movie, which by its very nature is kind of heightened and quite far removed from the real world. And yet this was so grounded in reality. Was it quite a challenge to blend those two things?
Thank you very much. First of all, man, I think the way you framed it was perfect. Not so much because of how my mind works. I kind of have like a kind of romantic view of the world sometimes, and so, but then the reality of like what it's like to be in England or British culture or Black British culture, I wanted those things to be in there. So you can oscillate between something like the party where they're dancing together and it's like, wow, go on pop, which is just a nice rave. You see that on YouTube or Instagram or what's that, TikTok every day, versus the scene where Leigh-Anne's singing at the jazz cafe, which is a slightly heightened moment, which I feel like I like things to feel. I was saying to my DP, cinema, cinema, cinema. We want it to be cinema. It's got to be big. It's got to be big. It's got to be a movie. So that was my feeling on it. So thanks for noticing.
And yeah, I mean, it was a great performance. I mean, so much of the emotional arc kind of goes for your character. And his first role in movies, I mean, you must have been so thrilled with this one, because not only is it a kind of complex, layered character for you to kind of show off your acting skills, but she's a singer and you get to sing. So it must have been a nice combination for you.
Yeah, I mean, thanks.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you too.
No, you're very welcome. No, it was, yeah, I just remember that first day on set and just feeling like a small fish in a big pond. Obviously my first acting debut, absolutely petrified, but I was in good hands. I had the time of my life, absolutely loved it. And what a character to play as well. Like you say, to be able to explore those different emotions and show everybody how I can act, show everyone how I can sing as well. Yeah, I really got to showcase that. So yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously you're sort of used to the spotlight, having been obviously in such a huge sort of musical sensation of a band. But is there kind of a different type of nerve being on set for the first time? I mean, for someone who's played like huge stadiums, is this still just as daunting, even if there's only sort of 20 people in the room?
Completely. I was absolutely petrified. I was walking into a new world, something I've never done before, alongside incredible actors. But everybody was just so lovely. Everyone was like giving me pointers and tips and helping me, and I had the best mentor. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I hope to continue to do. Like I can say I'm an actor. Like it's so cool.
Very
and
cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to do more.
And I mean, I love the musicality to this. I mean, some songs were so perfectly suited to the scene they featured. I mean, the Nancy Wilson song. When
wow, yeah, you calling it? That's amazing.
And also, I mean, just to get my first dance when I got married was Never Too Much, and you got that in the end credits.
Yeah.
I was wondering, did you write to music, or did you picture certain scenes and certain songs before you even kind of put the thoughts down on the page?
I write to music. Yeah, so like I wrote to the song like with all my heart I love you, baby. I was writing the conversation between them to that, and so I know I wanted to implement that in there. I'm quite a musical person. I like music; it drives me. And as I was making the film, I was making the decisions about how the soundscape would sound as it was happening, because most of the music actually was played. I'd play it literally in the scene, cut the music off, and that kind of set the tone for the feeling that I wanted to create. So yeah, man, thanks for asking that question.
And my final question, I mean, because one of the interesting themes in this is obviously the character kind of returning home from LA after kind of spell away. I'm just wondering, for both of you, is that something you've kind of had to relate to or contend with? Both of your careers, I'm assuming, are kind of taking you all around the world. Is there ever like a pressure from back home, even just like friendly ridicule from family or friends, that you're sort of losing like your roots, so to speak? Is that something that you've ever had?
Always.
I mean, you live in LA, so
I live in LA, so like the line in the movie where Joseph says to his cousin, says to me, Hollywood Melvs, that's something I've heard. That's like from real life, or you gone Hollywood, yeah, you gone Hollywood. And people would say that and then realize Hollywood's this really crappy street in Los Angeles. It's like really dead. It's like being in Piccadilly Circus or something. But yeah, so I've had that in terms of banter. What about you?
Oh, not really. I feel like whenever we go anywhere, we always make a point of saying home is home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing like your home comforts. And I think when we're away on tour in different countries and different places, as much as we love traveling, we always love coming home, you know? So, I don't know. Never really.
Not really.
I've never heard that.
You're
No.
a homegrown talent.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, what did you miss most when you are away, sort of, well, Aml, when you're in sort of LA? But people always say tea. Apparently, you can't get good tea unless you
Apple crumble.
Apple crumble.
Really?
I miss a good apple crumble. They don't do good apple crumble.
They
out
do,
there. Apple pie.
Yeah, and cobbler.
Ugh.
Berry cobbler. What is
I
cobbler?
don't even know. It doesn't sound good to me.
You don't know about America.
I don't know about
You
America.
live there, you don't.
Don't know. No, yeah, apple crumble is probably what I miss. You know, that's.
Do you ever take things from the UK when you come here back?
I used to, because they never had the British chocolate.
Yes.
So that's something I miss a lot when I was away. But now they have everything because of, you know, the world's changed.
British, but they have.
Yeah,
British
like
chocolate.
in Santa Monica, they've got like a particular it's called, I can't remember, but it's a little chocolate shop for the British chocolates.
Because that's one thing America can't do. Sorry.
They cannot do chocolates at all.
can't.
Horrible,
Yeah.
as my grandma would say. Horrible, horrible chocolate. Them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today, guys. Best of luck with the release of the movie.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,